Good afternoon, everybody, to the video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful Wednesday afternoon. And today's a very exciting video. I'm actually going to be talking about a major snowstorm that can bring some snow all the way from Maine to yes, you guys are going to hear this right. Don't tell me I'm wrong. It's not me. It's what the radar did. Louisiana. Yes, Louisiana to Maine is where we could have some light to moderate snow with a major snowstorm that come up next week. It can bring in historically early snowfall for the areas in the south, including Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, southern Arkansas, Louisiana, all the way to Maine. So we're going to have a huge area of basically covering the Appalachians, a little bit of south central, that could be actually seeing snow. And it's actually not new or anything. It's been showing this for the past couple of days. So there's a very, very good chance it's happening. And it's during a huge cold front. So it would definitely be below freezing. So there's a very, very good chance this could be happening. And it's not the first time we've had snow this early, so it could happen. But it has not happened in about 2 decades since we've seen snow this early. Maybe even more. And again, it's going to be a huge snowstorm. It's not going to go to Montgomery, Jackson, New Orleans, Atlanta. Not going to go that south, but let's just see what we have in the new updates. And yeah, let's see what we have. Also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you check out my channel, when you support it. So again, we're going to be looking at the National Weather Service really quick. We don't have that much. We just have some windstorm advisories out there near Muskegon. We actually have flash flood watches out there in the areas in the South Central, from areas into Texas all the way to Missouri, including areas near Oklahoma City and Tulsa. But again, not a huge issue. We also have a couple windstorm advisories for New Mexico. Very small amount of snow out there. But again, we're going to be focusing on something that could happen about very early next week. So it's not too far from now, as you can say. The Europeans and GFS have they're kind of different radar-wise, and it's actually very important that we get the right location, because the European is actually showing it going a bit more south than GFS, but the GFS is loading right now, so I have not checked. It's at loading at only about 9 or 120 hours, so it's really, I haven't checked it yet, so it's still not even to the date when the snow is happening, so it should be ready right when I go on it. So again, the last time I checked, like an hour ago, the GFS was showing a bit more north. It's very important, because it's not only in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas, those areas. It's happening in early November, so it's incredibly important that we know where it goes, because it's going to be historically important, and honestly historically early, if that's something like that. But yeah, we're going to have a huge snowstorm on November 11th, which is next Monday. So it's going to bring in some very heavy snow for areas all the way from Wyoming, Texas, all the way into areas in Pennsylvania. It will bring in a cold rain, so we also could have an ice issue. So if you don't get snow, we could have an ice issue. So it's for Texas and more of Arkansas could be getting a very chilly rain. We're going to have lows in the 20s in these areas. We're going to have widespread snow, and we can also have a mix for southern Missouri into Oklahoma. But yeah, it's not like there's a like 10% chance this can happen. This is a very good chance this could happen, even though it's far away from now. And then we have a huge snowstorm right here. So again, it's not only in the southeast, but that's a very important region, because again, they don't see really snow in Louisiana. Sometimes they don't even get snow. So they early for them, like late December. Like Benji was really rare, and that was early December. So imagine early November. Like if you think about it, October wasn't even that far from away. So yeah, it's really weird to think about this. I've never ever had a think about snow getting here in Georgia ever since I moved here. Never ever thought about having snow in November, or early November at least. So again, we're going to be seeing snow for Indianapolis, Columbus, Joplin, St. Louis. Finally get the real snow. Again, Fort Wayne, all the way to Oklahoma City. The important days, the 12th and the 13th. By the 12th, it does get into Memphis. It does get into the northern part of Mississippi, and it even brings a little bit of snow for southern Arkansas. Again, this comes all the way from Maine. So it's basically parts of the Appalachians into the areas into the Kentucky or Ohio Valley. And then by the 12th, again, this is Tuesday, so 6 days from now, we're going to have the snow It's going to be one of the most important days on the 12th because that's where we could actually have it getting to Louisiana right here. Very, very light snow. We could have a good amount of snow right here in the radar, but the accumulation isn't really showing that much snow, at least, or at most 2 inches in Nashville and Tupelo. Again, this snow get all the way from the northeast into Louisiana. It's kind of crazy. I don't think Louisiana's ever seen snow that early, ever. I don't think they've ever seen it before Benji, really, that early. And again, we're gonna have incredibly heavy snow for Burlington, Augusta, Maine, Franklin, Kentucky, Nashville. Start to see that snow and mix by Tuesday. We'll have the Appalachians and central or south central Tennessee start to get that snow pick up. Northern Alabama and Huntsville could be getting very heavy snow. And I can actually get some snow. It's looking very iffy for my area because, again, I'm about 50 miles northeast of Atlanta. So I'm actually very close to the snow. I'm just not in that blue center blue, so I could get snow and I could not. I might just get, I could miss snow, or I could miss school. A lot of the South can actually miss school when they're not getting snow because this ice and this rain could turn into ice, because of how cold it is. It'll be like 25 degrees, and this will eventually bring snow for New York City, possibly all the way near Raleigh into Asheville, northern South Carolina, all the way into Maine. Again, guys, this is very, very huge, basically huge news for these areas in the east. So now time for the GFS. We're going to be seeing exactly how much this GFS has loaded because I have not seen it ever since. Alright, I think this is in time. So let's see exactly what it's, what the GFS is to bring. So again, I haven't seen the new update. So I paused it at November 11th, and that's when the last time I saw it because I was getting ready for the video. Again, by November 11th, we'll have very heavy snow, or a good amount of snow, again, for Missouri, Arkansas, into your areas near Evansville, Indiana. Again, the GFS is showing a little bit less widespread on Monday. But by Tuesday, it does get a bit more widespread into Cleveland, into much of Kentucky, into State College, Pittsburgh. But again, it looks like the GFS is actually slacking a little bit wise, like how south it's going to go. It may go south, but it's not going to bring so much snow or what we think. The GFS is showing a lot less snow on the radar for Huntsville and for Nashville. So it is looking like a lot less snow for the south. We'll get snow, obviously, in a very dangerous mix, which is probably more dangerous. And again, it looks like the northeast, obviously, will be seeing the most amount of snow. Either way, for New York City, Albany, areas into Boston will start to get their snow. But again, the thing with the GFS, it actually shows a mix hanging in more into southern areas like Montgomery and Jackson and Gulfport seeing a mix in November 12th. I don't think I've ever heard of that in the history of weather. I know that's probably over dramatic, guys, but it's looking like. And then by November 13th, the GFS actually shows snow hanging in for Raleigh into Richmond and even Clemson a bit longer. So both models show a bit of a different. And again, also I have not checked the snowfall totals either for the GFS, obviously too. But I saw it for the European model. So let me get to November 13th or 14th. So as you can tell, we're not going to have any snowfall on the ground for Louisiana or southern Arkansas, or not even that much for Mississippi or Alabama. Again, guys, this is November 12th. It's going to be slightly above of freezing here, obviously. Honestly, areas that are really, really like south of this line, or actually, no, because it's a dip in the jet stream. So anywhere like south of this line will be above freezing. So again, we could have a good, at most, on the European, at most 2 inches for the Nashville area, at least, or at most 1 to 2 inches for the Memphis area. We'll have a lot more snow in the crest of the Appalachians, the border of North Carolina and Tennessee. We could go see a good 6 inches again. Looking like the Raleigh could see at most 1 inch of snow, and then we definitely have the most amount of snow right here in the northeast, where Cleveland can see a foot of snow, Erie can see a good 8 to 9 inches, areas in Albany will be in the border of 8 to 12 inches, so definitely getting a lot of snow there. State College in Pittsburgh will be seeing a lot less snow than with the radar showing, the radar looks like it would bring a good 8 inches, but looking like it could bring in at maybe 3 inches for State College. We can see a lot more snow for Portland, Maine, seeing a good 6 to 7 inches. Augusta will be seeing a bit less too. Burlington, on the other hand, will be seeing up to 13 inches, maybe even 14 inches. And Richmond could be seeing less than an inch of snow. Washington, D.C. could see a couple flurries. Look like New York City could be getting at least 2 or at most 2 inches. So definitely, honestly, very big areas that we need to worry or see what's going to happen. I do not know why the snowfall for the GFS is not loading. For some reason it should be here though. Let me actually try some. I don't know why it's delayed, because like it should be like right here. So let me figure this out really quick. Okay, I was able to fix it. So now with the new update, it looks like Nashville won't even see anything. They'll see maybe flurries, but with the GFS, Nashville, and almost all of Tennessee will be seeing almost nothing. And it does look like we could have a lot more snowfall for the deep south. So areas in western metro Atlanta could be seeing maybe an inch or two, maybe obviously a little bit less once you get closer to Atlanta. But again, we're going to see maybe a good inch or a good 2 inches, what the GFS is showing for Montgomery. Like, this is honestly blowing my mind how we're not going to be seeing that much, or probably seeing nothing for Nashville. Basically nothing. Maybe a dust at most with the GFS. With the Europeans, alright, so this is what Nashville is, because I know I have at least a couple people in Nashville. We're going to have at least nothing. Alright, that's what's going to see at least. You're going to see nothing at all. Maybe a flurry or two, and at most 2 inches. So, again, guys, this is November 12th. You can't expect that much. We'll have a good amount of snow for Joplin, on the other hand, 4 to 6 inches. Again, we'll see at least 0.01 inches in Arkansas. GFS, again, does show a lot less snow. Like I said, the European was a bit crazy, in my opinion. And the Raleigh is blowing my mind. Raleigh can be seeing up to about half a foot in November. That's about their whole season of snowfall right there. Virginia Beach could be seeing a good 8 inches. New York City will be seeing the same amount as the GF or the European was showing. And again, we're obviously going to see a lot of snow areas in Vermont and the New England area. We'll be seeing up to a foot of snow. And Boston will obviously be seeing a lot more snow than they usually see in this time of year. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye, guys.